Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know you guys know me for like clothes and outfits. You might have just watched my 30 and 30 challenge over on Instagram. I think I prefer skincare and I love an opportunity to talk about it. So today I'm actually going to take you through my whole skincare routine. I literally have everything from my skincare trunk here to show you. My skin is currently the best it has ever been. I am 31 and a half. I have quite oily, blemish prone skin, I would say. Always get ID'd still in Waitrose when buying ibuprofen. So I think if you're gonna take tips off anyone on the internet, give me a shot today. I've got some solid recommendations. Part of this video is sponsored by Current Body. I was so excited to receive this and I've been using it for over a month now. I will get on to the LED mask towards the end of the video because it comes at the end of my routine. I just wanted to mention it now and flash up that I have an incredible discount code. I will leave it on the screen for you here. It's a great time to either treat yourself and like peak with your skincare routine, or maybe treat somebody at Christmas. And I've never seen a discount code so good. The internet is calling it the most powerful LED face mask for at home. Everything will be linked down below along with my Current Body discount for you as well, by the way. Also, I obviously don't know anything professionally. This is just what I do and what has worked for me so well. So I'll be saying a lot of stuff that might not be scientific proof, but this is just all my own opinion. So I double cleanse every evening and I always start with a balm. My current one is the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. You would have seen it before. It's maybe one of the most well-known skin products on the internet, and it's this yellow balm. They have a few others. They have like a rose one and it smells very spa-like, so I'm going to use that today. But I just wanted to show you, and we've really opened a can of worms here because I will not stop talking once I start talking about skincare. Like, it's truly a love, and tell me if you agree, but I definitely think it's something that you get into in your mid-20s probably. For me, like, I was really about makeup before that, but then now I'm just loving skincare and have been for at least 7 years. So what I'm really excited to try next is the Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm. You probably know who has influenced me to buy this. I watched the Caroline Hyron's Grace Beverly podcast. Caroline was on Grace's podcast. Grace asked like the best question ever, which was 5 desert island products, and this was the very first one that Caroline mentioned. So I haven't tried it before. I bought this along with a few other products from her, which I'm going to show you. Not from her, but like she made me, and I do this every single night. It's not a chore. I find it so ritualistic and such a pleasure to do. My other half was just like, I've never seen somebody so dedicated to a ritual before. Like, I do this every single night and I love it. Maybe one of my favorite parts of the day, in fact. Especially, it's great to get off makeup and SPF, which is so important even in the winter. I'll come on to that because I have a Caroline Hyron's SPF recommendation. Okay, I'm gonna properly take off my makeup and my lips in the bathroom. I'll be back in a sec. There we go, we are off with the makeup. Just a slight bit around my eyes. So I just wanted to take some organic cotton pads. These ones are from Boots. Just some Garnier Micellar just to make my face squeaky clean. I also got my nails done yesterday by Jules, of course. And I was like, let's experiment. Let's go for a shape I've never. So they're kind of almond. I tend to have really short nails, and so I've never been able to do an almond, but they're growing. I'm getting there. I just wanted to try it out. I know inevitably I will go back to short because that's just quite me, just really classic, really practical. And then I am gonna do my double cleanse. So we got the Cetaphil Hydrating Foaming Cream Cleanser for normal to sensitive skin. And I saw there's this gal I follow on TikTok who I love called Natalie O'Neill. She's like a skinfluencer. She was like, why do people not just choose the most gentle option for things like cleansers? Because even if you don't necessarily have sensitive skin, like I wouldn't say my skin's particularly sensitive, why wouldn't you just be like more kind and caring towards your skin? I'm just gonna go with the second cleanser to make sure I've got all of my makeup and dirt and oil off, but equally that I've got the balm off, because sometimes the balm can leave a film, sorry. I obviously used a like are these called microfiber cloths or flannels, just to make sure that the balm was entirely off. This cleanser has been in my life for a while, This is my second or third bottle, and it's so cheap and cheerful, and my skin likes it. It's very reliable. I don't have any complaints about it. So I'm gonna go and wash this properly off now as well. And now that my skin is completely cleansed, I'm going to use my current body mask. So the mask comes with this strap at the back, so you don't hold it on your face. And there are 132 lights here. It's mobile, which means this is how you turn it on, and it's like not connected to anything, so you can walk around, do your normal tasks. I personally use it as an excuse to lie down for 10 minutes. This will turn off after 10 minutes as well, so you don't need to time it or anything. So you can just click the button here, that starts your session, and I stack it with meditation. So I use a guided meditation app, which is about 9 to 11 minutes. So I'm just doing 2 in 1, which really works for me and is a nice chill time in the evening, and again, just part of my evening ritual. I'm gonna pop it on for you now and show you what it looks like. And then you just turn it on. And that's what it looks like. So my 10-minute session has started, and then once it's over, that's when you can do the rest of your skincare and your makeup. But clean skin is the way you should use it. And the current body mask has proven to be the most powerful LED mask on the market, and 31% more powerful than other LEDs. Plus you obviously have my discount code to use. The mask helps with things like fine lines, eczema, sun damage, pigmentation. I particularly always have residual pigmentation, which is my #1 concern, from when I have the odd blemish and I'm left with essentially marks on my skin, and this helps to remedy those. And it's also clinically proven to reduce wrinkles by 35% in just 4 weeks. It has 132 LEDs with pillow technology, which just increases its effectiveness. And the flexible design, which I haven't actually seen in any other mask, is a lot more customizable to your face. It's not like those solid masks that it's like a one size fits all. And I find that's better for the maximum amount of light to hit exactly where your face is. And it's obviously painless and non-invasive. The red light stimulates the production of collagen. It calms redness, which I feel like I need. Creates a more even skin tone, which, as I said, is my #1 kind of concern for my skin at the moment with blemishes. It's got 2 types of light. There's infrared and near infrared. I'm learning all about this now. So the near infrared works below the surface of the skin, boosts blood flow and boosts oxygen to that blood, and the near infrared penetrates deep into the skin to improve blood flow and improve oxygen to the skin and boost circulation as well. And that combination of red and near infrared light is what makes this the best on the market. I did a lot of research before trying this and just seeing what other people, particularly people who actually have a professional skin background, thought of it, and that seems to be the resounding opinion of why this is such a good product. I will leave my code on screen for you here again, so if you want to peak your skincare experience, this seems like the perfect opportunity to give this a try. It's also great if you live with like housemates or other family members as well. And to clean it, actually, they do have instructions online, and I do that between uses. At the moment, I'm just using some micellar water on a cotton pad and just going over it between uses. Got some other notable mentions from my trunk before we get on. I'm using this, the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask, as a bit of a moisturizing treatment. Let me know if you've used this. A lot of people seem to rave about it on the internet. It feels like a thick moisturizer. It's not drying. It sinks into the skin. Apparently you can actually use it as a moisturizer. It's a moisturizer and a mask, but I've only ever used it as a mask. And do you know what, actually, my skin's feeling a little bit dry. I've been quite intense with some of the new products, so I might treat myself to this tonight. I'm gonna leave that out. I've got my deodorant in here as well, just because that's another daily thing that I use. I've really upgraded here. This is the Necessaire, the deodorant gel, and it's really posh. Like, it's quite spenny. I think it's about £18, but I always get discounts with my Space NK Indulge card. Oh, that was in my mouth. It's okay, because it's it's a very clean product. Multi-acid deodorizing treatment, and it's eucalyptus, which always gets me. I love the smell. It's so like piney and fresh, and it's in a glass bottle. I love the packaging, and this is my second bottle of it I'm wearing today. It's not an antiperspirant, and that's one of the reasons I like it. Look how nice the light looks behind. Really sweet. This flat is like the best in autumn winter, I think. December, it like really kicks off. Okay, what else do we have? I was using a vitamin C in the morning and I really wasn't getting along with it, and I saw Natalie, that girl I really like, say that it's quite common for vitamin C to break you out. So I kicked that out of my routine. I did, however, and I think I'll go back to this, but it's the Caudalie Vino Perfect. You would have seen this before. It's another like TikTok famous product. It's something like 1,000 times more powerful than vitamin C. I swear I read that somewhere. And it's like a anti-tache, saying the French version, guys, like a anti-marks, like all the pigmentation again kind of thing. So I will go back to that when I'm ready, but let's carry on as if I'm doing my evening skincare routine. So then at this stage I have two options depending on what I've done in the week. Lotion P50, it's my new favorite acid. This is another Caroline Hirons product and I've only used it twice, but so far so good, and I am getting more and more compliments on my skin as part of this whole routine. So the Lotion P50 is the one that's basically illegal in Europe. It kind of is and it isn't. This one I got from Liberty, but the 1970 version that Caroline uses, you can't get it in Europe anymore. I'll link this one below. It's a very similar product but apparently not as intense, which my skin needs anyway because I am using tretinoin. I am the biggest fan of retinol and I use my Skin and Me one. This is like a personalized all-in-one actives. It's designed for my skin in particular by Skin and Me, and I have been using it ever since lockdown. This has changed my skin an unbelievable amount. It's honestly madness, and I even came off it for a couple of months just to be like, oh, my skin's like fine and fixed now, and it needed it, so I'm back on it and I love it. And I have been using those this week. As I said, I just wanted to just let my skin rest a little bit, so I think I'm going to go straight in with a moisturizer. Kind of got two, actually, do you know what, I've got three options here for you. It very much depends on my mood, but if I see something talked enough about online, then I always want to try it out. So starting with the lightest, this is very budget friendly Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Moisturizer, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. Very lightweight. It's recommended by that Natalie gal. There are some birds outside. I feel like they're trusting me more and more as the days go by. I'll sprinkle some seeds outside for them after this. I told you I wouldn't be able to stop talking if we started talking about skincare. This is great. I love it if you want something simple. And if my skin's being really problematic, I go back to what I know, which is this moisturizer and this, they're both Cetaphil cleanser. Strip it back to like the basics. Because my skin's feeling, I guess, a little bit dry from the retinol and P50, I have two thicker options, both at varying ends of the budget spectrum. This is a love-hate product with a lot of people online, but it's the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm. I think it's really great and my skin loves it. I don't find it clogs my pores. I said pogs my claws the other day to somebody and they totally knew what I was talking about, and we were like, why doesn't that sound right? Pore clogging, claw pogging. Augustinus Bader, the Rich Cream. This is so expensive. I got this gifted, thank goodness. But I'm gonna do this one today, only because this one seems very unreasonable. But I would say if you love spending money on skincare and you can afford it, this is like the only luxury skincare product I would actually pay for, because I feel like you can get similar results with the much more affordable stuff. And I feel like these two products are similar, by the way. So if you want something thicker, the Rich Cream feels very similar to me as the Cicaplast Balm. Today I'm going to use this also because I want to recycle this and get to the bottom of it. Yeah, my skin just feels like it needs a little bit of extra love. Just squeeze whatever remnants I have out of there. Whoa! It's all over my keyboard. I hope you saw that. I use it as a bit of an excuse. It's almost like a facial massage. So that's all settling in now. Goes without saying, I would only use the P50 and my retinol at night. I'm sure you can use the P50 in the day, but my skin's still getting used to it. And it's actually been quite sunny, so I'm just being very careful with adding these new, quite strong products in and just seeing what effect they have on my skin. So we've got another Caroline recommendation, and I kind of wanted one of these because I wasn't wedded to anything. It's the Sunday Riley Auto Correct eye cream. I'm loving it, and I just don't ever feel this connection with eye cream, but there's something about this consistency. I saw somebody say you have to add eye cream on your ring finger once, and I definitely have crow's feet. I love smile lines. I think they are so beautiful. I don't have any Botox or any filler or anything like that. I don't think I ever will. I'd like to think I might go through my life without it. I think never say never, but for the moment I'm very happy. I do like crow's feet, but they're definitely there when I smile. So I just thought, let's go with Cassie's recommendation. Facial oil is something I've semi-cut out of my routine at the moment, just because I feel like I am quite oily and I'm quite spotty, and I do get a bit clogged and have blackheads, sometimes whiteheads. So I haven't used one for a while, even though I love the feeling. If you do have a facial oil that you love and you can recommend, do let me know. But I just feel like it's not essential, especially having a heavier moisturizer like the Cicaplast Balm. I don't really feel the need for extra hydration. But a couple of other things I will do at night. Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This one is the grapefruit one, just because I felt like that would be my favorite scent out of all of them, and it definitely takes me back to like 90s Body Shop days. I feel like I had something grapefruit then. This is just a really lovely lip balm. It's too big to take out in my handbag, so this stays in my drawer for overnight. I also like Eucerin. It comes in a little white tube, you know the one, which I will take in my handbag. And then also I saw Rosie Huntington Whiteley does this. She puts on a big, I'm gonna say globule of hand cream, is what she said, when she goes to sleep at night. Because you know when you wanna do hand cream and you're at your desk, but then you're touching your mouse and your keypad and like, then you're cooking, it doesn't really make much sense. So I try and remember to use this as much as possible. This is an OPI one and it smells so good. Just dropped another thing on my keyboard. Very essential, oily, and kind of like herbal and lovely. And since I've got my new nails on as well, it feels extra nice just to moisturize them. At this point I'm starting to feel very happy, very fresh. I'm cleansed, I'm moisturized. I just feel like I'm doing good stuff for my skin. And yeah, this is a pleasure to do every single night. I really enjoy it. I'd love to know if you have any products that you are mad about. Let me know in the comments. I'm always so interested when people find stuff that works for them. And then I just wanted to talk about SPF briefly, because although we're technically doing my nighttime routine, it's obviously such an important part of the routine, and I have two particularly that I do love and I wanted to share them with you, influenced by two of my favorite skin gals. Let's start with Caroline. So it's the Ultraviolet Supreme Screen SPF 50+. This is UVB and UVA. I've used this before. This is a brand new one. I've gone through a whole one before. It is beautiful on the skin. It's the kind of SPF that makes me almost not want to wear makeup on top, because it has my skin looking like glowy and even. There's no tint in it, but my skin loves it. It's great under makeup. It was a pleasure to use every single day, and I think for me the best SPF is the one that you reach for, and I will reach for the one that like makes my skin look good and sits well under makeup. I don't wear makeup every single day, but when I do, I need to have an SPF that goes well underneath it. So I've got this, and I will start that when I've finished this one that I'm about to show you. And I'm being really proud of myself. I feel proud of myself rather, with how good I'm being with my products, like not opening just a new one for that like new feeling. Hailey Bieber got me onto this, not personally, but through TikTok. It's the Elta MD. I feel like this is a very American skincare brand, and loads of the American derms and estheticians talk about this one. This is SPF 46, and it's UV clear, broad spectrum facial sunscreen, skin types prone to acne, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation. I saw that as a small print the other day. I thought, oh, that's interesting. This does have a tint. They have one color, I believe, for everybody, and again, it's not one size fits all. I was like, oh, I wonder what Hailey's her tone really in comparison to mine. She is a lot darker than me, so I have to be thick tanned, which I am at the moment, and then I can use this. So this is what I would use. Again, evening routine, so we're not going to use it right now. I knew I really liked speaking about skincare. One magpie. Ooh. And I hoped this would be a sub 10-minute video, but we will see. I truly love it. Like, it feels good. I'm catching all the glow in the little monitor thing. I love this a lot more than hair down, makeup on. For me, this is my favorite time of day. So that was my whole skincare routine. I hope you enjoyed. My skin is the best it has ever been. I really struggled with it in my mid-20s, and I'm just happy with it now. Like, I'm so happy to go out without makeup on. So everything in this routine, including my current body mask, has really helped me get clearer skin, more even skin, more confident skin. It's less angry, it feels nourished. My best skin I've had, I think, my whole life, which is really, well, kind of ironic, I guess, considering that I'm like 31 now. I thought the teenage years would be the worst, but it was my 20s when I was just putting too much stuff on that I didn't know what was what, and I just enjoyed loading actives onto it, and I stressed my skin out. This right now is all working really well for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I do have my discount for current body, so please use that if you're intrigued. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.